Hello everybody, and today we shall be discussing about ethical hacking and cybersecurity. So this is made on the same lines as I have done the previous video of AWS, which has details of the scope, salary, and certifications details. So this is an on-demand video made on the same line of AWS. I will provide the link for AWS if you have not gone through that, if you need information. So without much ado, let's just see what this video has for you. So I've covered various certifications, various courses which will help you in ethical hacking and cybersecurity. The scope of these courses, the salary, and later on you will be able to decide whether really is this profession for you or not. Okay, so that is what the intention is, for your better clarity and providing you all the resources so that you can decide for yourself. I would just to break a little ice on what is ethical hacking. Actually, there's no such word called ethical hacking. For convenience, we are saying this thing. There are like white hat hackers, black hat hackers, and gray hat hackers. But yes, this is like now very prevalent. It is now used in certifications also. So we use this word ethical hacking. So now, why is it in so much of demand, or why is it so popular? Because of the rising cyber crimes. And we keep on hearing the news of cyber crimes now and then. The latest which I heard was in 2017 of Union Bank of India, which was nearly $81 million was a loss that the bank suffered, and it is a huge panic in the economy, and really the sensitive information is also compromised because of the cyber attacks. So we need people who can protect the system, right? We need people who can predict these vulnerabilities before they come. So this person is really very important to an organization, right? So keeping this thing in mind, we will now proceed on to our next slides. That this person is really very important, and company organizations have high hope on ethical hackers because they know the solution. They are the solution providers. Okay, so let's see how can you provide a solution. So now, of course, is it rewarding? Of course, it is a rewarding career. It is very rewarding. If you have experience and you're seasoned, nothing's stopping you, and nothing as good as it. So now, how would you decide whether this ethical hacking is for you or not? I am not going to scare you, but yes, there are certain things which need to be considered very seriously before entering into this profession. Okay, so how do you decide? Doing a week research and everything, I've read a lot, and one thing that everybody says is that good analyzing power, good analyzing understanding. If you know the minutest details, if you pay attention to even very small detail, ethical hacking is for you. Okay, you know how to use, abuse, and fix the system. You know how to abuse the system. You know how to create problem, and then you know how to solve that problem. Okay, the both the things are important, because if you are going into ethical hacking, you should know the mind of hacker first. So for that, you have to break the system and then become an ethical hacker and then fix the system. Okay, so you have to work like with from the mind of the hacker and also from the one who can protect it. So you have to be extra smart. You have to be 4 or 5 steps ahead of the hacker, right? So yes, so what do you need for that? You need to have a very sharp mind which could just join the dots, link in the details, and is hungry for even minutest detail. Okay, so if you're that kind of person, if you can sit for hours and hours in front of your computers, if you can scratch a computer, you are mad. I'm sorry to use this word, but if you're insanely obsessed with your computers, with this programming, with this fixing this and creating problems, I mean, hacking is like it's in your blood then. I would say that. Okay. Coming to the courses. So there are certain courses which you can try on Udemy. It is one of the courses is on Learn Ethical Hacking from Scratch. It is by Zaid, Sabih, and I will provide the link, don't worry. and it tells you about the penetration testing, reverse engineering, social engineering, so that you get a brief bird's eye view about what ethical hacking is all about. And there are other courses also, certification courses, which you can take, and these certification courses, are mentioned in the job descriptions also, which I have gone through. So you can take these courses like Security Plus, ITIL, any of the STEM certification. Now, what does this STEM stands for? I've written it down. It's like Security Information and Event Management. Any of the certification would do. And now the CEH is widely recognized certification course. It is Certified Ethical Hacker course, and this gives you basic understanding and knowledge about what ethical hacking is all about. And this is the broadest of the all courses. But remember one thing, that after doing this course or certification, you will not land up in job. I'm sorry, job is still far. Okay, it is just a feather in the cap. That's all. A brand, a stamp that yes, you've done a certification course. Now, after getting a broad knowledge, you need to have some specialized knowledge. So you have to go in for something which is extra. So now going extra mile now. So now you got to read a little blogs, a few or many blogs on ethical hacking, and these are the sites. I'll again provide them in the description box. I will tell you about this Harvard EDX courses. This is a really very good platform to learn if you want to learn. There are many free courses available, not only just related to ethical hacking, but also for data science and machine learning courses too. If you want a certificate, then you have to pay a price, say around 10 to 12,000 depending on the course. But yes, you get to know how to really understand about ethical hacking and networking, because it is not just one thing you want to know. There are many things attached with this profession which you should know, and we will cover it, right? So there's also one like SecurityTube. Actually, this is not a secure site, but it's got thousands of videos on ethical hacking. Okay, and you've got Leap, you've got Cyber Aces, you've got OWASP. Now, I'm coming to OWASP because this is really important, and you must visit this site. Now, this stands for Open Web Application Security Project. And the security project is a community effort. It is an online community, and this provides free and publicly available resources. What are these resources? These resources are like, methodologies, documentation, tools, articles, webinars. You can access them. That what is happening in this software domain, the people there are protecting the software, and they have made an effort, coming together and putting all the things at one place, so that those who are involved in protecting the systems architecture, or involved in any of the protection of the system, they can benefit from it. So this is very important, because sometimes in the interview also they ask like, what are the 10 web application security risk as per, Open Web Application Security Project? What are the 10 risks? So you should know that like there are 10 risks, and they are very important. Like injections are there. There are sensitive information exposures, broken access control. There is again broken automation, XXE. So many. It has been listed on the site, so you should know all these things. If this is very basic, okay, you should know all these things. So this is another way wherein you can get a few resources about how to get started with ethical hacking and cybersecurity. Now, another interesting thing which I want to tell you about programming language. So, do we have to study any programming language? Not important, but it is very important. Yes, that is what I inferred from going from many of the job descriptions of many companies, that they say that knowledge of at least 2 programming language. It is very good knowledge of scripting language, be it Python, Shell, PERL, PHP, XML, or Java, anything. Knowledge of SQL. So like if you know these 2 languages plus SQL, good to go with ethical hacking. Okay, so language, yes, you should know language, because the code is written in some language and you have to understand that code. So some language is required. Let's get real. Okay, salary of an ethical hacker in India. If you are starting, it is somewhere around 3.5 lakhs to 7 lakhs per annum, depending on the experience you have or the practical skills of negotiation, whether you can negotiate with the company or the recruiter. and it increases with experience. It can go as high as to 64 lakhs per annum to maybe higher, because once you are seasoned, you know how to do and how to protect the system. Company will, they're looking for such skilled people, and if you are the one, throw away price. Okay. Yeah. So what are the, now which companies are looking? You name it, you have it. The tech giants, Tech Mahindra, TCS, IBM, Google, Infosys. You've got all, even the private government sectors are looking for people who can protect their data very well. Okay. So what are the job profiles for these companies? They look at security executives, web security manager, administrators, network security administrators. And I'm rushing through this because I have all these lined up in a visual design, which I want to show you now. And this is like, these are the job profiles which are there open for you all if you're going for cybersecurity or ethical hacking. So you can be a network security engineer, you could be security analyst, network engineer, you could be penetration tester, cybersecurity consultant, solution architect, security compliance analyst. So there's lots and lots of profiles which you can enter into. Can you see this? If you are going for consultant or analyst, then coding language is not paid so much attention. But yes, you should know the basic concepts and how to work, because you have to understand the code so that you can make analysis out of it, right? So I think this is a little bit clear about the really the scope of doing this course and going into this field. It is huge. It offers huge job profiles, and companies are really looking forward for people who can really do justice with this job, with this post. So now I come to another thing, which is bug bounty programs. Now this is another feather in cap, I would say, because if you participate in such programs, what happens is that companies also come and post their problems, and if you find a solution for them, they will hire you. So you get a permanent job, by solving a problem. And I will provide the link, that it is www.bugcrowd.com. You've also got various webinars posted here. You can go and see the webinars, the latest trend. There's experts, panelists, and various experienced professionals who are working in the cybersecurity field. They can guide you. They have got good collection of webinars. I've gone through that. So big bounty program, yes, participate in that. Next thing I want to tell you about is the concluding part of it, takeaways. Okay, I will not tell you do this or do that. I leave the ground open for you to decide whether you want to go for this ethical hacking or not. But the main thing is that doing 5, 6 or 4 certifications will not land you in job. This is the reality. What makes you eligible for a job is your practical skill. The ethical hackers are self-learners, guys. And if you have that, really that passion in you to sit in front of computer for hours and hours and finding out the solution, then ethical hacking is for you. You can do justice because you're practicing. And if you practice, even if you've got just one certification, no, you'll be hired because you know how to apply that. The certification, just counting those tens and feathers would not make you employable. So if you're doing a justification, if you're doing a certification, then justify that certification. You should have that knowledge so that you can apply that knowledge. And when you apply that knowledge, you become employable. You are hired. Okay. So you test, break the system, practice is the key. That is what people say. Doesn't matter if you're from IT background, non-IT background, technical, non-technical, you can code, you cannot code, doesn't matter. By the end of the day, what matters is practice. If you can practice it well, if you can give effort, time, energy, and you're really interested, you're willing to learn, and there's something challenging here which drives you, that yes, I find out the solution, how and why and where, then yes, ethical hacking is very interesting. It is really very interesting. Another thing is that certifications, if you're still not decided whether you want to do this course or not or something like that, then take a few free certification course from Harvard or see a few videos on the websites which I will be providing the link. so that you get a hands-on experience on a feel of this field, what it is. And one more important thing, guys, please do not attempt any unethical attempt of hacking any site, because this is illegal. You will be put behind bars. Okay, until and unless you are certified or you're working for an organization, please don't do this attempt. Okay. Second thing I want to tell you, most important thing, is that start practicing with Kali Linux. This is the most sought after OS. You can have 2 or 3 OS involved on your PC. So one of them could be Kali Linux, and it has got some inbuilt default tools which help in hacking purposes. And of course, if you are going in hacking, one thing to be taken for granted is that your files would vanish either way, because you are learning and you can really corrupt your system. You can, your files would disappear. In the next morning, your OS is just again rebooted. You have to reboot your system. There's so many problems that you have to face. It is a journey. And if you are not getting frustrated from all these things, it is for you, because every time you make an attempt to solve a problem, something else happens. This will happen until and unless you fix that problem. You're trying to solve A, but you get another problem called B. So now you've got 2 problems, A and B. You're trying to solve B, another problem pops up, C. So this goes on. That's why I'm saying that it requires a lot of patience, it requires a lot of effort, energy, concentration, and of course, your willingness and interest in this field. Okay, whether you are really able to solve this problem, the details, the minutest details not missing to it, because there's sometimes very silly, very silly, very minute thing that misses out, and that causes a great loss. So yes, the take is yours. Ethical hacking, cybersecurity, future is great, scope is great, provided you are willing to take this forward, because it is depending on the person. Good hackers are really blessed because they can and they know. So you can also be one of them if you want, and if you want to know. Okay, so I would end this video on a positive note that yes, it would be a good journey if you take this. And if you want to take any other course, if you want to know about any other certifications, do let me know. I will come up with a video of this for the same. And thank you for suggesting things and videos to me, so that because it is helping me out to come up with more videos. And if you've got any problem, any questions, comment it in the comment section. And do, of course, share, like, and subscribe, so that it helps me. It also helps and reaches more and more people. And any other video you want on demand, please mention it. And thank you for making an effort and speaking things out. Thank you so much. It is a good forum where we can interact and have discussion. So let it be so, and let it continue like this. So that's it for this video, guys, and thank you for watching. I hope this would have given you some clarity, and if not, then let me know how can I bring more clarity. Links will be given in the description box, don't worry about that. And just do it. If you want to do it, just do it. Don't have so many doubts or something, but just practice. Everything requires practice. That's all. Okay, so thank you.